Welcome everyone to our biggest show of the year, Midwest Madness Monster Mash 2. I am your host Mitch Brown, and we have 32 of our fastest diecast monster trucks ready to throw it down on the coolest and craziest course we have ever designed here at Midwest Madness. A lot of obstacles here tonight. There you see the red water, we'll call it, a cemetery at the end of the track. All kinds of things for the fans to do. Each truck has to jump over a coffin full of slime en route to the finish line to try to become the champion. All the top teams are here tonight. Renegade Bros Racing, Team MTA, Wild West Racing, Team Bigfoot, Team Gravedigger, you name it. But all eyes are on Steve Bad to the Bones Jones and Carolina Crusher, looking to make it 3 big wins in a row. He's coming into this event winning 2 in a row. But nonetheless, he is 18-2 in the last 4 months, looking to build on that. Can Carolina Crusher hold on to the flag yet again and stay on top? Find out next as we're set to begin round 1. Kicking off the first round here at Midwest Madness Monster Mash 2. First here in the near lane is Mike Lanford driving his brand new ride, Sting. That is an awesome looking truck there. He is set to take on the Cowboy from Hell, Tim Cantwell out of Wild West Racing driving Bounty Hunter. Tim was in the finals of this event last year, looking to seal the deal here tonight. And they're even off the line slightly to the Bounty Hunter, but Sting came back in the end and made that close. What an awesome race to kick off the night. Let's check the replay to see if we can figure out the winner. What an awesome race to kick off the night. Let's see if we can figure out the winner here in the replay. Bounty Hunter definitely has the lead off the line. Gets a little crossed up at the end of the downstretch. Sting starts to pull ahead in no man's land. And might have just pulled the upset over the Cowboy from Hell, Tim Cantwell. What an awesome race. But Mike Lanford and Sting is walking away with the upset. And he's putting Sting in round 2. This being our biggest show of the year, you knew we'd come with some surprises. One being guest commentary. We have a lot of our top drivers coming up here to commentate a race. First being the driver of El Toro Loco, Jason Craddock. Passing the mic over to him now.
All right, Sean, next matchup already up at the line. We have Austin Wagner and the Cyclops. Austin would love to get that championship win here tonight. But first, he must go through Walker Stevens and that son of a digger. Walker would also like to pick up that championship win tonight, but there can only be one, so let's find out. And they both go, and it looks like Austin picks up the win, but we're going to go to replay to find out. And in the replay, they're both hammering it down, they're hitting, but Austin Wagner gets over the line first.
Well, up next here in round 1, we have got 2 Midwest Madness rookies set to make their debut here. They both want to get the win bad, but only one's going to do it, so we're going to find out who it's going to be. Here in the red lane in the red truck, we have got Johnny Retlaw in the Jestalade set to take on the blue truck in the blue lane, which is Obsession, piloted by Chris Walkers. We're getting set and ready for the green light here. We're going to see which one of these rookies can pull it off. As they go down the stretch, Johnny with the lead, and he flips it over. Johnny in trouble down there in the Jestalade machine. I don't believe he even crossed the finish line. So that means Chris Walkers is going to get the win in the Obsession machine. We're going to go down here and take a look at the replay here in a second. Coming up and over, Johnny had the lead, but he got into the bus and kind of cattywampus there. Got over up on his side and couldn't bring it back. And up and over he went, as you see there, up and over. And Chris Walkers is going to get the win and move on in the round 2. Midwest Madness track crews down here now to take Johnny Retlaw, flipping back over, loses the body, but he put on a good showing either way. They're going to get him rolled back into the pits, and we hope to see him back at the next Midwest Madness event coming up here soon next September. Good round 1 matchup between 2 rookies.
All right, and thank you so much, Mitch Brown, for having me on the show. It is my honor to be here. It is Jarrett Booker from Monster Truck Championship. And folks, we got Rich Wagner, the Phenom in the Thunder Chicken, representing Air Wagner Motorsports. He's taking on Savvy Zillogy in the Black Pearl, representing Renegade Brothers Racing. Both these drivers know how to get it done. They both know how to win. They are staged, waiting on green. And there they go down the ramp, up over the coffin, jump in. Oh, it's close. Oh, what a close finish there. Both drivers side by side all the way down. Not sure who got the win. These two veterans putting on an absolute racing clinic out here. Let's take a look at the replay here. There they go. Did even up over the jump and is close at the end, folks. Slowing it down once again. Rich Wagner has a little bobble there at the end, and that's just enough for Savvy Zillogy to get the win. Back to you, Mitch.
A big thank you to Jason, Bradley, and Jarrett for helping commentate a race. They're all getting back down to their trucks for their own first round race. But coming up here next, first here in the near lane is Emily Graham out of Team MTA, driving her brand new Barefoot. She is staged and ready to go, set to take on Violet Craddock, driving her brand new Monster Mutt Rottweiler. Both ladies throwing down round one with their brand new rides, looking for a spot in round two. Waiting on the green light. And they're even off the line to slide into the Barefoot, but Monster Mutt Rottweiler came back in the end and gets the win. Violet Craddock with a fantastic run, putting Emily Graham on the trailer. No slack to Emily Graham. She had a great run too. It just wasn't enough tonight. Let's check the replay. It's only still the first round. The racing tonight has been incredible. Barefoot gets the jump off the line. Monster Mutt is right there with her. Both trucks have a fantastic run. Neither one gets out of shape. But Monster Mutt gets this one. Violet Craddock is moving on to round two. Up next, first here in the near lane, we have the Midwest Madness newcomer, Eddie Booker, driving the brand new Biker Zombie. He's making his debut here tonight. That is an awesome looking truck, but he has his hands full. He's set to take on the two-time Midwest Madness champion, Rudy Zillogy, out of Renegade Bros Racing, driving Rage. Looking for championship number 3. Both drivers waiting on the green light. And they're even off the line slightly to the Rage, but Zombie came back in the end and might have picked up the win there. What a great run by both drivers. We'll most definitely be checking the replay. What a race. Eddie gave the two-time champion everything he can handle there. Rudy stays good all the way through, but Eddie Booker and Zombie has just a bit better run and picks up a big round one win, a huge upset, and Zombie is moving on to round two. What a win for Eddie in his Midwest Madness debut. All right, we got two former champs going at it here in round one. First, here in the near lane is Aaron Church driving his brand new Nitro Neon Bakugan Dragonoid. Looking to break that truck in with a big win in round one, set to take on a fellow one-time champion, Bradley Graham out of Team MTA, driving the Clydesdale Chevrolet. That's a new truck for him as well. Both drivers looking to debut their new trucks with a big round one win. And the Dragonoid gets the whole shot, but stuffs it on the bus there in no man's land, and Bradley Graham comes from behind and picks up a round one win. He is moving on to round two. Another good one here. The hits just keep on coming. First here in the near lane is Charles Stevens driving the Build Ford Tough Blue Thunder. He was in the finals a couple months ago, looking to get his first championship here at Midwest Madness, but he is set to take on Shaggy Matt Cheever driving his brand new Gravedigger the Legend, who's a one-time Midwest Madness champion himself. Shaggy's looking to debut that truck with a big win here tonight, waiting on the green light. And they're even off the line, slightly to the Legend, but Blue Thunder comes back in no man's land, and the Legend might have passed him at the line. What a crazy race. A lot of momentum shifts. Let's check the replay. Unreal racing here tonight. Unreal. Everyone's giving their all. All right, the Legend does get the jump off the line, but Blue Thunder launches across no man's land. Kind of gets caught up on the bus for just a second. Just a second. And that was enough for the Legend to come back in the end and get the round one win. Shaggy picks up the win here in round one. He's moving on to round two. Oh yeah, another good one here. First here in the near lane is Corey Marvin driving his Northern Nightmare. One of the most consistent drivers of the year, still looking for his first championship. He is hungry. He's set to take on the one-time Midwest Madness champion Ethan Wagner driving his brand new Wild Hair over there in the blue lane. Ethan is hungry to get his second championship here tonight. Corey's standing in his way, waiting on the green light. And they're even off the line, going back and forth, even as can be. Wow, that's the closest race I've seen all night long. Unbelievable. Northern Nightmare flips the truck over. They finished door to door. We'll be checking the replay on that. What a close race. Both drivers get off the line at the exact same time, and they stay even all the way through. Finish door to door. Impossible to call. We're going to have to wait for the photo finish there. What a run by both drivers. What an effort. Who is moving on to round two? Or is it a draw? That could be a draw, but the officials are giving it to Ethan Wagner and Wildhair. He's moving on to round two. Heading down to the track, the Midwest Madness track crew is down there to flip over Corey Marvin, the Northern Nightmare. He was given everything he had to win that race and came up just short, losing by inches. But nonetheless, Northern Nightmare is out of competition for the rest of the night. There you see the body damage. Corey will be back. He has been one of the most consistent drivers all year long. And tonight is not his night. Wildhair is moving on to round two. Tough luck to Corey Marvin. Definitely keep an eye out for him in the future. One of the most consistent trucks on the circuit. Up next, these two have faced each other multiple times. First here in the near lane is Krista Roberts out of Wild West Racing driving Scarlet Bandit. She is staged and ready to go. Set to take on the four-time Midwest Madness champion and the 2022 Midwest Madness Driver of the Year, Nugget in Gravedigger, looking for his first championship in 2023. He's been struggling this year. He won 4 last year. Looking for number 5 here tonight. Waiting on the green light. And they're even off the line slightly to Scarlet Bandit, but did Gravedigger come back? Nugget is the comeback king. Let's check the replay. That was close. Let's see if the replay can determine a winner. Both trucks are even going down the stretch. Gravedigger's starting to fall behind there across no man's land, but made the comeback, it looked like, right at the finish line. Unbelievable. What a race. Both drivers have a good run. And Scarlet Bandit might have got that, but Gravedigger came back in the end strong. Waiting on the photo finish. And the officials are calling it a draw. Both trucks coming back to the line. What a race. And the result of a draw, both trucks are back to the line and they've switched lanes. Nugget and Gravedigger's now in the near lane. Krista Roberts and Scarlet Bandit's over there in the far lane. Let's see if we can crown a winner. Waiting on the green light. And they're even down the stretch. Scarlet Bandit starts to pull ahead in no man's lane and gets a clear victory. Gets it by a truck length. Krista Roberts and Scarlet Bandit is moving on to round two. Representing for Wild West Racing. Working his way up to the booth is the creator of MTA, the 3-time Midwest Madness champion and the GOAT at this, Steve Bad of the Bones Jones and Carolina Crusher. He'll be commentating the next race, passing the mic over to him now.
Well, next up here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, at the Monster Mash event, it's a classic matchup inside a round one competition. Over here on the inside lane, the beautiful 1957 Chevy Avenger, Jimmy Bones Ferguson, the Avenger Chevrolet, ready to rock the house here tonight. However, over here on the far lane, hailing out of Pacific, Missouri, it's the MTC owner himself, Jared Booker, the Big Bad Ford, Big Ford, ready to throw it down at the 2023 Monster Mash event. Both these drivers have done well on their respective venues. They are ready to throw it down for Monster Mash 2023. Who's going on in a round two competition? Ford versus Chevrolet. Both drivers are staged as we get set to go green now down the straight stretch. Check out their dead even Bigfoot pulling right lane now over the car to the finish line. And what a ride for both drivers. Absolutely throwing it down here tonight at the 2023 Monster Mash event. We're going to have to go back and take another look at your Midwest Madness replay between two great drivers, a Ford Chevrolet shootout inside of round one on a wild, spectacular course that Mitch Brown has built for these drivers to compete on. As we go back to the top of the track, another look at your replay. Bigfoot does pull a slight lead on Avenger, holding the lead down the straight stretch over the slime into the cars to the finish line. And both drivers with an incredibly close race. Here's another look at it down the stretch. Bigfoot with the lead all the way down to the first set of cars, up and over. And Jared Booker and Bigfoot, your round one winner over Avenger at the Monster Mash.
How cool was that? That man is the inspiration behind our show and pretty much every other Diecast Monster Truck show on YouTube. But coming up next, first here in the near lane, is the gunslinger, Roland Cantwell, out of Wild West Racing, driving his brand new Iron Outlaw. Staged, ready to go in the red lane, set to take on Hunter Craddock, driving his brand new red Bulldozer. That is a wicked looking ride there for Hunter. He's staged and ready to go in the blue lane. And both drivers are even a slight lead to Iron Outlaw, but Bulldozer came back at the finish line. I cannot call that at all. What a race, what an effort. Checking the replay. Impossible to call. Who won that? Both drivers are even off the line, a slight lead to Iron Outlaw, but gets bobbled up a little bit in the near lane like a couple trucks have been doing all night long. Hunter Craddock stayed in the throttle and might have completed the comeback there. What a finish. That could be a draw too. Great run by both drivers. Too close to call, and it's going to be Hunter Craddock and Bulldozer barely. What an effort by both. Bulldozer barely gets this one, but we have more surprises. I'm passing the mic over now to the driver of Bounty Hunter and the owner of Wild West Racing, Tim Cantwell. He's going to commentate the next race. Take it over, Tim.
Up next here on Monster Mash 2023, we have Brandon Allen in the Lucas Oil Stabilizer. The semi-truck looks ready to roll tonight, but he's going to have a hard task with Jason Craddock, a one-time Midwest Madness champion, in the El Toro Loco. That truck has been breathing fire. Here we go. Who's going to put the other one in their grave early tonight here at Monster Mash? We're about to find out. The light's about to turn green. And they're off, over the slime, and over the line, and we can't call it. Not Mitch, not Steve, not Bradley, not myself. None of us can. We're going to go back and take a look at an instant replay. They come off the line. It looks like Lucas Oil Stabilizer maybe got a little bit of a hole shot. As they come over to slime, though, it looks like Jason Craddock makes up the ground. We're going to slow it down just one more time. Both are pretty clean runs, but at the photo finish, Jason Craddock puts an end to Lucas Oil Stabilizer.
A big thank you to Tim Cantwell. He's heading back down to the pits now. He's got one of his team trucks racing up next. First, here in the near lane is Peanut, driving the 20th anniversary Maximum Destruction. He has not had the best luck all year long in that truck, looking to turn it around here tonight. It's a wicked looking ride there, fitting for Halloween. But he is set to take on Calamity Jane, Olivia Cantwell, out of Wild West Racing, driving the War Wizard. Both drivers waiting on the green light. And Maximum Destruction gets the whole shot, but gets stuffed on the bus like a couple trucks have been doing, giving room for Olivia Cantwell and War Wizard to slide by and pick up a clear victory. Coming up next, what a fun matchup this is. First, here in the near lane is Devin Treat driving the AM/PM Boss, colored in red. He is staged and ready to go, looking for a slight upset as he's taking on one of the most consistent trucks of the year. Spooky driving the Mystery Machine. This is Spooky's themed event. He's looking to represent here tonight and put the AM/PM Boss on the trailer. And they're even off the line. Devin Treat has a fantastic save. Got on two wheels a couple times there, and they crossed the line door to door. Oh man, what a save. What a race. Let's check the replay. See if we can see what happened there. Both trucks get off the line at about the same time. Devin Treat nosedives off the launch ramp, rides a nose wheelie all the way across no man's lane, gets across the bus there to the point of no return. Devin Treat saved that truck. I don't know how he did it. Both drivers have a good save, and they finish door to door, but it looked like AM/PM Boss gets the win, and he does. Devin Treat is moving on to round two. Coming up next to close out an awesome first round. First, here in the near lane, looking to spark a big upset is Caden Wilson making his third appearance on Midwest Madness, driving Jurassic Attack. He is staged and ready to go, looking to be the first truck to beat Steve Jones in months, but he's set to take on the reigning and defending Midwest Madness champion Steve Bad to the Bones Jones out of Team MTA, driving the Carolina Crusher. He is a 3-time champion. He's 18-2 in the past 4 months. Been in the finals all 4 months. He runs Monster Truck Attitude on YouTube. Check him out. Wait on the green light. And Caden gets the whole shot. Jurassic Attack's holding the lead. Steve Jones might have come back in the end. Looked like he did the monster mash there in the cemetery. Unbelievable finish. Did Steve Jones make up the ground or not? Caden Wilson had a big lead. What a race. We'll be checking the replay. What an effort by Caden there. He does get Steve Jones off the line, gets up to about a half a truck length lead, but lands real hard in no man's land. Slows the truck down just a little bit. Steve Bad to the Bones Jones stayed low to the ground and straight as can be. And we are being told Steve Bad to the Bones Jones completed the comeback, and he is keeping the flag, taking Carolina Crusher in round 2. Tough luck for Caden. What an effort. If anyone's looking to get in on these races, then listen up, because I'm going to tell you just how. Head on over to the Monster Truck Attitude Facebook page, as they host registration twice a month for Thursday Night Thunder and a 32 truck race at the end of the month with a huge prize package. Steve Jones and Monster Truck Attitude is the inspiration behind my show and pretty much every other Diecast Monster Truck show on YouTube. Check him out, give him a subscription, and yep, Monster Truck Attitude on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. He will assign you a truck. You can join us all in the fun. I'm over there along with pretty much everyone you see on the circuit. Join us and let's have some fun. Monster Truck Attitude. Check them out. Alrighty, we are set to kick off the second round. First, here in the near lane is Austin Wagner out of Air Wagner Motorsports, driving the Cyclops Chevrolet. He looked great back in round 1. He is set to take on Mike Lanford, driving Sting, who beat Bounty Hunter back in round 1. Both drivers look great. Spot in round 3 is on the line. And they're even down the stretch slightly to Sting, and they finish door to door. Sting goes end over end in the cemetery. Definitely can't call that one. Let's check the replay, see if we can see what unfolded there. Checking the replay here. Sting does get the whole shot off the line. Cyclops is right there with him. Up and over the slime they go. Sting goes end over end in the graveyard doing his own version of the Monster Mash. They finished door to door at the line. Maybe Sting, but I can't call it. What a close race. Waiting for the official word. And somehow it is a draw. We're rerunning the race. Heading down to the track. The Midwest Madness tracker is down there to flip over Mike Lanford and Sting. He just went to a draw with Austin Wagner and Cyclops. There will be a re-race, but we're going to make sure Sting is able to do it. He has 5 minutes to make the call. Cyclops is up there waiting for him at the line. Doesn't look like too much damage to Sting, but we'll find out soon. A nice easy rollover in the cemetery. Looks like he'll be ready to go. Get ready for the rematch. Sting's coming back to the line. And the result of a draw, both drivers are back up at the starting line and they have switched lanes. Mike Lanford and Sting is now in the near lane. Austin Wagner and Cyclops is over there in the far lane. Let's see if we can crown a winner. Waiting on the green light. And they're even off the line slightly to the Cyclops. Sting was right there with him, though. Man, oh man, that was close. These two are so evenly matched. Was it another draw? We'll find out soon. Two really evenly matched trucks. Both get off the line at about the same time. Cyclops starts to pull ahead just a little bit, about a truck length lead, but Sting makes up the ground in no man's land. And they cross the line door to door. I'm not sure if Sting completed the comeback there. It is close. And Cyclops gets it by a tread of a tire. Austin Wagner is moving on to round 3. Up next here in round 2. First here in the near lane is Savvy's Eulogy out of Renegade Bros Racing driving the Black Pearl. She looked great back in round 1. She's staged and ready to go, set to take on Chris Walchrist driving Obsession. He's making his Midwest Madness debut here tonight. Took down Jester a round to go. Looking to keep that momentum going right now. Waiting on the green light. And a slightly to the Black Pearl, but she goes end over end. What a crash for Savvy's Eulogy and the Black Pearl. Oh, man. She may have crossed the line first, but at what cost? A good run by Chris. Let's check the replay. What a ride for Savvy's Eulogy and the Black Pearl. She does get the win. Look at her drive that truck, stays in the throttle on the front 2 wheels, and goes end over the bus, picks up the win, still tries to save the truck in the shutdown area there. Unbelievable. What a run by Savvy's Eulogy and the Black Pearl. Can she make the call, though? She has a whole round to get that truck back, but if she can't, Chris Walchrist will come back with Obsession. But nonetheless, what an effort from Savvy's Eulogy and the Black Pearl. As of now, she's moving on. Barely. Unbelievable. What a crash. Heading down to the track, the Midwest Madness tracker is down there to flip over Savvy's Eulogy and the Black Pearl. Representing well for Renegade Bros Racing. You know those Black Pearls aren't cheap. Looks like she lost the body there. Might be just some body damage. We're not sure. She has a whole round to get that truck back. Time is not her friend. What a win for Savvy's Eulogy and the Black Pearl. As of now, she is moving on to round 3. Won that race on her roof. Coming up next, we got 2 youngsters throwing down for a spot in round 3. First, here in the near lane is Eddie Booker making his Midwest Madness debut here tonight driving the Biker Zombie. He has looked fantastic so far, looking like a true contender here tonight. But he's set to take on Violet Craddock driving her brand new Monster Mutt Rottweiler. Violet's always a tough out here on the track, waiting on the green light. And they're even off the line slightly to Zombie, and Eddie Booker might have held the lead all the way through. I'm not sure. Violet was right there with him. They finished door to door. Another photo finish. Let's check the replay. And Zombie does get the whole shot off the line. Barely. Has a hard landing in no man's land. Violet Craddock was right there with him. They finished door to door. A very hard race to call. What a landing for Eddie Booker, and what a job gathering that truck up and getting across the finish line. Picking up the big round 2 win by inches over Violet Craddock. Eddie Booker and Zombie is moving on to round 3. Two fierce rivals of 2 Day 1 Midwest Madness members throwing down for a spot in round 3. First, here in the near lane is Bradley Graham out of Team MTA driving the Clydesdale Chevrolet. He is a one-time Midwest Madness champion taking on another fellow one-time Midwest Madness champion. Shaggy Matt Cheever driving his brand new Gravedigger the Legend. Wait on the green light. And a slight lead to the Legend. He holds it all the way through. Bradley was cutting him no slack whatsoever, starting to make up some ground towards the end. But I think Shaggy got it, barely. Let's check the replay to confirm. And both trucks get off the line at about the same time. Gravedigger the Legend starts to pull ahead through no man's land towards the end of the track. And that might have been all he needed. Bradley Graham makes up some ground over the bus there. But it will not be enough. Matt Cheever is moving on to round 3 by a half a tire. Heading down to the track, the Midwest Madness track crew is down there to flip over Bradley Graham in the Clydesdale Chevrolet. He was given everything he had to chase down Matt Cheever, but came up just short, losing by a quarter tire. Bradley's night is over, but he will be back. A former one-time Midwest Madness champion. There you see some body damage. A tough night for Clydesdale. Up next, this is going to be good. Two Day 1 Midwest Madness members going at it for a spot in round 3. First, here in the near lane is the sassy Southern Belle, Krista Roberts out of Wild West Racing Drive and Scarlet Bandit. She's set to take on the one-time Midwest Madness champion Ethan Wagner out of Air Wagner Motorsports Drive and Wild Hair, waiting on the green light. And Wild Hair gets to jump off the line and gets the win. He gets into the red water down there, but nonetheless puts Scarlet Bandit on the trailer and is taking Wild Hair in round 3. Coming up next, first here in the near lane is Hunter Craddock driving his Halloween-themed bulldozer. He's in search for his first championship, but he's set to take on the creator of Monster Truck Championship, Jarrett Booker, driving the Charlie's Angels Bigfoot. Both drivers waiting on the green light. And a slight lead to Bigfoot, but Bulldozer comes back in the end, rolls the truck over on the camper. Oh man. Bigfoot had a lead until the end. We'll see if he kept it. Let's see if we can see who won that. What a close race. Jarrett does get the whole shot off the line, but Bulldozer is right there with him and looked like he got over the bus a little quicker. We'll check the replay one more time. What an effort by both. Neither driver got out of shape. But Bulldozer comes from behind and beats Bigfoot. Wow. Getting down to the track. Craddock did beat Bigfoot, but rolled the truck over in the corner like a few trucks have been doing. There you see a little body damage to the brand new Bulldozer. He is in round 3 if he can make the call, though. Looks like just some body damage. Bulldozer will be back. Two fast trucks going at it here. First, here in the near lane is Calamity Jane, Olivia Cantwell out of Wild West Racing, driving the War Wizard. She's staged and ready to go, set to take on the one-time Midwest Madness champion Jason Craddock, driving El Toro Loco. Looking for championship number 2. And El Toro Loco gets to jump off the line. War Wizard is right there with him all the way through. A drag race from the start to the finish. Let's check the replay. And El Toro Loco does definitely get the whole shot there, but War Wizard is right there with him. Both trucks have perfect runs. A drag race from the start to the finish, but El Toro Loco edges it out. And looks like he got it by about a half a tire. Jason Craddock is moving on to round 3. Good effort by Olivia. Speaking of Olivia, her dad, the cowboy from hell, Tim Cantwell, is going to help us close out the second round. Passing the mic over to him now.
Introducing your reigning, defending Midwest Madness champion, Steve Bad to the Bones Jones. He'll be taking on Devin Treat in the AM PM Boss. This is an old school matchup of trucks, but these two drivers have met before in other circuits. But now, with the checkered flag on the line, will the AM PM Boss be able to stop the Carolina Crusher? All eyes are on this as the flag is on the line. To end this round, we will see here in just a second who will join the next round. AM PM Boss with the whole shot, but it looks like Carolina Crusher came back in the end. We will have to check the replay though. But it looks like Steve Jones kept that truck narrow and straight for the win. We will go back and take a look. You see, as they take off from the line here, Devin gets a big hole shot. But as they come over to Slime, that big Chevy horsepower out of Carolina Crusher takes right over. And Steve with a smooth run. This here was a great race from start to finish, but Steve Jones in the end pulls it out and puts Devin Treat on the trailer.
I told everyone about our inspiration over on Monster Truck Attitude, but I want to give some shine to another Diecast Monster Truck channel, Monster Truck Championship. Jarrett Booker does an amazing job with these shows. He is live every Monday night for the Monday Night Monster War, and usually has a big 32 truck race at the end of the month for a huge trophy. It is a great time over there. Jarrett is an amazing guy, and he hosts registration on his Facebook page, which is called Monster Truck Championship as well. You should join over there. Join the likes of me, Steve Jones, and everyone you see here on the circuit. And join in on the fun. Monster Truck Championship on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and wherever else. Check them out. Monster Truck Championship. Also, check out the Spooky Monster Mash, which took place on Friday night. You won't regret it. We are down to 8, ladies and gentlemen. First, here in the near lane is Savvy Zoology out of Renegade Bros Racing driving the Black Pearl. You wouldn't know that's the Black Pearl unless you've been watching and saw her crash last round. Her team has that truck back to the line. They're confident, but she's set to take on Austin Wagner out of Air Wagner Motorsports driving Cyclops, still in search for his first championship. Both drivers waiting on the green light. And a slight lead to Cyclops, but the Black Pearl might have completed the comeback there. Cyclops had a lead for most of the race, but Savvy put the pedal to the metal in no man's land. Let's check the replay. And I was wrong. Both trucks got off the line at about the same time. Cyclops picked up a lead through no man's land, but Savvy took it right back. And got the win. The Black Pearl is moving on. This is going to be a good one here. Both of these drivers have looked undeniable all night long. First, here in the near lane is Eddie Booker making his Midwest Madness debut driving the Biker Zombie. Look out for him. He's on a mission here tonight, but he's set to take on the one-time Midwest Madness champion, Shaggy Matt Cheever, driving his brand new Gravedigger the Legend, Grimace over there. Let's see who can take their truck to the semifinals. Waiting on the green light. And the Legend gets the whole shot. Zombie's right there with him, but Matt Cheever, I think, crossed the line first. They were door to door. We will see. Checking the replay. What a race. And they both get off the line about the same time. Zombie got kind of cattywampus at the end of the downstretch there, but gathered it together so well. And crossed the line almost the same time as the Legend, but Matt Cheever gets this one. He's moving on to the semifinals. Please help me in welcoming in my good buddy Bradley Graham. He's going to help us commentate the next race. Passing the mic over to him now, the driver of Clydesdale.
Coming up next here in round 3, we've got Hunter Craddock in the bulldozer machine. Little special showing with the red teeth and the red horns here for the Monster Mash 2 event. Looking good. He's here all the way in round 3. He's looking to move on to the semis, but in the other lane is Ethan Wagner in the Wild Hair Chevrolet. You know, he's always a consistent truck. One of these trucks is moving on to the semis. We're going to see who can do it. Down the stretch, Hunter's got a lead up and over the buses, and man, it's a close one down there. Can't quite call it. We're going to take a look at our first replay here to see if we can see who got it. Coming up and over no man's land, it looked like Hunter had a good lead, but he gets a little tripped up there, gets hung up on the bus just a little bit, and that allows Ethan Wagner to slip by and pick up the win. Ethan Wagner, confirm your winner. We'll see him in semis.
Coming up next to close out the third round. These two met in the finals back at Midwest Madness High Stakes back in June. First, here in the near lane is the one-time Midwest Madness champion Jason Craddock driving the Zombie El Toro Loco. He is set to take on the reigning and defending Midwest Madness champion Steve Bad of the Bones Jones out of Team MTA driving the Carolina Crusher Chevrolet. The most consistent truck on the circuit, waiting on the green light. And El Toro Loco gets a jump, but Steve Jones came back in the end and tied him up. Ooh, that was close. Can't call it. El Toro Loco had a good lead. Let's check the replay. And El Toro Loco does get the jump off the line. Both trucks stay low to the ground. Steve Jones might have completed the comeback. I'm not sure. I don't want to call it yet. A great run by both drivers, even through there. But Steve Jones passes them back at the end and gets it by a quarter tire. Steve Bad of the Bones Jones is taking that flag into the semifinals. Unreal. I can never say this enough times. I want everyone to get on over to the Monster Truck Attitude YouTube page and check them out. Check out all their videos, give them a subscription. Steve Jones is the GOAT at this, the reason behind my channel and every other channel on YouTube that runs Diecast Monster Truck Racing. He started this journey 3.5 years ago, and is by far the best out there. Steve Jones and Monster Truck Attitude. The best Diecast Monster Truck channel on YouTube. By far. Check them out. Not time for poo-poo. Monster Truck Attitude. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Check them out. Monster Truck Attitude. Also, be sure to go back and watch Halloween Madness 4 from last night. Truly some of the best Diecast Monster Truck racing I've ever seen. Four trucks remain in search for the championship. First, here in the near lane is Savvy Zillogy out of Renegade Bros Racing driving the Black Pearl. She's set to take on It's Your Boy Shaggy. Matt Cheever driving his brand new Gravedigger the Legend. Grimace. Both drivers waiting on the green light. The winner advances to the finals here at Midwest Madness Monster Mash 2. And a slight lead to the Legend, but the Black Pearl does what she's been doing all night long and might have come back on him there. What a great run by both drivers. We'll be checking the replay. Who's going to the finals? A race. Did Savvy complete the comeback there? The Legend does get the jump off the line. Matt Cheever starts to pull up some ground there. Both trucks get over the slime, and that's close to call. Savvy did make up a lot of ground over the bus stack there. We'll see. Slight lead to the Legend, about a half a truck, but right there, Savvy starts to come back. And I'm not sure if she did it. The Legend got the wheel across the line first. Matt Cheever is moving on to the finals for the first time in 10 months. Cheever's in the finals. Closing out the semifinals. Can Ethan finally be the one to take down Steve Bad of the Bones Jones? Coming up first here in the near lane is Ethan Wagner, the one-time Midwest Madness champion out of Air Wagner Motorsports, driving his brand new Wild Hair. He is set to take on the reigning and defending Midwest Madness champion Steve Bad of the Bones Jones out of Team MTA, driving the Carolina Crusher. He's won 2 straight events, looking for number 3 in a row here tonight. And he gets the whole shot here. Wild Hair starting to come back on him. I'm not sure if he did it. Steve Jones had a heck of a hole shot there. Let's check the replay. Steve wasted no time getting off the line. Gets up to about a truck length lead there, but Wild Hair starts to come back in the air. And Wow made up a lot of ground over the bus. Steve Jones led about 95% of that race, but did Ethan make the comeback? Man, a truck length lead right there. Steve Jones gets bobbled up just a little bit, almost gets into the slime. He might have crossed the line first. Can't call it. And he did. And still champion going into the finals here at Midwest Madness Monster Mash 2. Steve Bad of the Bones Jones. It all comes down to this, ladies and gentlemen. We started with 32 trucks, and we have worked our way down to 2. First, here in the near lane is It's Your Boy Shaggy. Matt Cheever driving Gravedigger the Legend. He's a one-time Midwest Madness champion, looking to put that brand new truck in victory lane, but he's set to take on the reigning and defending Midwest Madness champion Steve Bad of the Bones Jones out of Team MTA, driving Carolina Crusher. He's won 2 straight, looking to make it 3 straight. 22-2 in the last 4 months. Waiting on the green light. And Steve gets the whole shot, but wow, they finished door-to-door at the finish line. A good comeback by Matt Cheever there. Not sure if he took down the champion, though. Did Steve just get 3 in a row? We'll be checking the replay to find out. What a night of racing. Who's walking away with the championship? We'll find out soon. Or is it a draw? What a night. Checking the replay. This is one of the best nights of racing in Midwest Madness history. Who's walking away with the championship? Both drivers get off the line identically. They are neck and neck all the way down. Door to door there, door to door there. Did Matt Cheever take down the 3-time Midwest Madness champion? Or is Steve Jones now a 4-time Midwest Madness champion? Unreal. Door to door all the way through. We're going to have to get a photo finish. And no, Matt Cheever and Gravedigger the Legend dethroned Steve Jones and is now a 2-time Midwest Madness champion. Matt Cheever's on top again. Thank you all so much for coming out and watching Midwest Madness Monster Mash 2. I've been your host, Mitch Brown. This is my favorite show of the year to film. It is an honor to host it. Thank you all so much for the support. Please like and subscribe. A big congratulations goes out to the now 2-time Midwest Madness champion, Matt Cheever and Gravedigger the Legend. His new truck is undefeated. What a track, what a crowd, what a night. Thank you all. Stay tuned for the encore. Also, get on over to the Monster Truck Attitude and Monster Truck Championship Facebook pages and YouTube pages. Join us in the fun. Thank you all for the support. Stay tuned for the encore. I'll catch you next time. Also, don't forget to check out our next show, Midwest Madness Monsters in Space, live on November 26th at 6 p.m. Central Time. Thank you all. We'll see you in November.